Ever wondered what truly separates a multi-million-dollar property from just, a nice house?
Mm.
Or why some absolutely incredible homes seem to just sit there gathering dust while others fly off the market in days? Well, today we're taking a deep dive into that fascinating, sometimes counterintuitive world of marketing luxury real estate, and maybe more importantly, what high-end buyers truly desire. So our mission for this deep dive is kind of twofold. First, we're going to unpack why luxury buyers often behave so differently, compared to typical home buyers. And then crucially, we'll get into the precise strategic approach needed to actually attract them. We've gathered some really powerful insights for you today. We're drawing from an expert's personal brand philosophy, a great transcript on luxury buyer psychology, and a really detailed marketing process that kind of pulls back the curtain.
Yeah, and what's really fascinating here, something our sources really emphasize, is how much of this isn't actually about the tangible stuff, the brick and mortar, the square footage.
Right.
It's much more about perception, aspiration, and deep-seated desire. We're really going beyond that traditional real estate thinking here, trying to understand the emotional, often status-driven decisions of the ultra-wealthy. Like you said, this isn't just about selling houses. It's about strategically positioning really valuable assets to the right audience.
That's a powerful distinction. Positioning assets. Okay, so diving deeper into this idea of perception and desire, our sources debunk a pretty critical misconception about luxury buyers, right? A lot of people assume these are just like spreadsheets and suits, making purely logical financial decisions. But our research reveals something quite different.
Oh, absolutely. That's the fundamental myth that they're entirely rational. No, don't get me wrong. They are undoubtedly successful, incredibly astute, very busy people. But what our material consistently shows is that they frequently make emotional, status-driven decisions first. And then, almost instinctively, they kind of retrofit that decision with logic after the fact.
Oh, okay.
It's subtle, but it's a profound difference in their psychology.
So it's less about the pure practical need, more about a psychological fulfillment. Does that mean these buyers are fundamentally different in how they approach purchases? Or is it just that their definition of value is, elevated?
I think it's a bit of both, actually. They're not just looking at square footage or the number of bathrooms in a vacuum. If we connect this to the bigger picture, luxury buyers are really purchasing identity, lifestyle, and immense seamless convenience.
Identity and lifestyle.
Okay. Yeah, think about it practically. A 5-car garage isn't just parking space.
Right.
It's about having a specific home for the Ferrari, the Range Rover, the custom golf cart, the beach cruiser. And let's be honest, it's also about housing the ego, the collection. It signals something.
Sure.
And similarly, that zero-edge pool with the incredible view, that's not just a feature on a list.
Right.
It's a profound statement about who they are, the life they've built, the experiences they want.
It really is buying an entire identity package. So what are the specific parts of that package? What are they really prioritizing?
Okay, so our deep dive found they're really chasing, 5 key things. These seem to shape their choices. First up is an absolute craving for privacy.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, and that means tangible stuff, right? Gated access, big setbacks from the road so people can't see in easily.
Mature landscaping, too, creating that natural screen.
Exactly. Properties where you're not, practically sharing your weekend barbecue with the neighbors. It's about that personal sanctuary, a real retreat. And building on that, there's prestige, the home as a badge of status.
Right, a very visible one.
A powerful way to impress, validate their success, whether it's for friends, family, even, followers on social media these days.
It's a statement piece.
Totally. And speaking of how they live, convenience is just non-negotiable.
Absolutely paramount.
They expect smart home systems that just work intuitively. Turnkey design, walk in, start living.
No fuss at all.
Yeah.
They want a finished product, definitely not a project that eats up their time. And, crucially, they want a really strong emotional ROI, return on investment, but emotional.
That's a great way to put it.
They want to feel something powerful when they walk in. That amazing sunset view from, every window.
Or those soaring high ceilings, that feeling of space.
Yes. Or a dramatic entry foyer that just makes you go, wow. Those unique architectural moments. And finally, there's this insatiable desire for exclusivity.
Being one of the few.
Yeah, custom details you won't find anywhere else, limited availability properties, maybe privileged off-market access.
Anything that screams, you can't just find this on Zillow.
Exactly. That's a huge draw.
And looking at it broadly, these aren't just, random whims or superficial wants. These desires actually reveal a pretty deep understanding of human psychology. especially for people whose basic needs were met long ago.
Right. It's beyond needs.
It really speaks to aspirations, to curated experiences that reflect, their achievements, their vision for their life, maybe even the legacy they're building. It's so much less about just buying shelter and way more about investing in a lifestyle and a self-concept.
Okay, so understanding the why is one thing. Now, the big question, how do you strategically attract these very discerning buyers? It's clear from our deep dive you need way more than just a beautiful house. You need real intention in your whole listing approach. Our expert insights really highlight a brand tone here. It's described as smart, tactical, and unfiltered, delivered with precision, confidence, and authenticity. The description was like a mix between a TED Talk and a tactical briefing. It sounds potent.
Yeah, this communication philosophy really stands out. It's direct, sure, but not arrogant.
That's key.
Analytical, but never boring. Maybe some humor, but never silly.
Right, it has wake.
Commanding, but not condescending. And relatable somehow, but never generic.
It's a fine line. It is. It's about being sharp, engaging, effective, without pushing away the very people you're trying to reach. And some of those catchy phrases from our sources really drive it home. Like this one.
Yeah.
Let's be real. No one's buying your pool. They're buying how that pool makes them feel.
That reframes everything, doesn't it?
Totally. Or you don't need a sign in the yard. You need strategy. Just flips the whole script.
Forget the basics.
And my personal favorite, I don't sell houses. I position assets to the right buyers. That says so much about the mindset.
It elevates the whole process.
It does. They also say luxury isn't a price point. It's a presentation. And for that unique discipline touch, I bring Marine Corps discipline to your listing. And trust me, the results show.
Huh, that one's memorable.
Right. And finally, this isn't guesswork. It's math, psychology, and negotiation timing. That level of precision, that intentionality, that's what you need here.
That direct, highly strategic mindset is, like you said, absolutely essential. And it leads right into a very detailed 6-step process. It's really a playbook for marketing these luxury listings effectively. Okay, step 1 is strategic buyer profiling. So before any photos, before setting a price, you must identify the ideal buyer.
Got to know who you're talking to.
Exactly. Are we targeting, say, relocating New York execs? Or maybe international buyers from Dubai looking for an investment? Are they driven by prestige and social status? Or are they savvy investors focused on returns? This detailed profile then guides every single step that follows. It keeps everything hyper-targeted. Second step, a premium pricing strategy. Luxury pricing is just different. It's not like pricing a regular home.
Right, different rules apply.
Totally. It involves meticulous analysis of the active luxury competition, understanding the unique lifestyle upgrades your specific home offers, and critically navigating that gap between a formal appraisal and the emotional value drivers.
Ah, the emotional value, that's key.
It is. A bank appraiser sees one number, but the lifestyle, the bespoke features, the prestige, that commands a much higher emotional value for the right buyer. So the goal is to build a narrative that justifies the premium price and maybe even creates a little scarcity, a little urgency. Then step 3, cinematic presentation. You got to treat the home like a feature film.
Okay, not just photos.
Oh, way beyond that. High-end video walkthroughs, maybe with a professional voiceover or carefully chosen music to set the mood. Drone aerials are basically essential now, showcasing unique features, the waterfront, the land.
That perspective is huge.
It is. Virtual twilight photos for that dramatic, aspirational feel, and really importantly, lifestyle storytelling. Show the home in use.
Like showing the dream life.
Exactly, not just empty rooms. The whole point is to trigger emotion, inspire action. Fourth, multi-channel luxury marketing. And this goes way, way beyond just sticking it on the MLS.
Okay, so MLS is just the baseline.
Pretty much. Here we're talking targeted campaigns on curated luxury platforms. The Real Deal, Mansion Global, James Edition, places like that. Digital ads, precision geofence to affluent zip codes globally, not just locally.
Wow, okay.
Engaging Instagram and YouTube Reels with strategic hooks to grab attention. Plus, direct outreach to your curated list of luxury buyers and your broker network. This creates real presence and exclusivity, not just basic visibility. Step 5 is the private access strategy. This isn't always needed, but sometimes quiet confidence works best.
Keeping it exclusive.
Right. This might mean NDA-required previews, non-disclosure agreements for total privacy, or private showings only by appointment. Maybe carefully managed off-market exposure to specific investment groups or top buyer agents. This really boosts that feeling of exclusivity. And crucially, it stops the property looking stale if it sits on the open market too long. And finally, step 6, smart negotiation and closing. The approach here isn't just batting offers back and forth.
Oh, ping pong.
Exactly. It's about shaping the offers strategically, pre-qualifying interest before serious showings, structuring timelines and terms that favor your seller, minimizing friction by having all the docs ready up front.
Making it smooth.
Totally smooth. Providing true concierge-style service from offer acceptance right through to handing over the keys. The experience has to match the asset.
Wow, that playbook is incredibly comprehensive. It really hammers home that need for intention at every single stage. So, boiling it down, these strategies to attract those buyers really center on a few key things you've mentioned. First, that cinematic marketing selling the emotion, the story, not just the specs.
Transporting them.
Then, crucial brand alignment. Like you said, is a house, a Rolex, a Hublot, a Patek. The marketing has to match that specific brand identity.
Attract the right admirer.
And staging for feeling, not function. That's huge. You're not selling a dining room. You're selling, like, the Thanksgiving experience.
Memories to be made there.
Right? Not just a living room, but hosting the big game, evoking that whole aspirational lifestyle, and of course those targeted digital campaigns. Because, let's face it, high-end buyers are scrolling Instagram too.
They are, and Googling Miami waterfront at midnight.
Exactly. Your property needs to be there looking amazing and speaking their language. Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Our material had this great anecdote that just perfectly illustrates all this. There was this gorgeous ultra-modern new build in Boca Raton, incredible place.
Yeah.
But it sat on the market for 4 months, which is baffling. Why? The reason, it was marketed completely wrong as a family home, when everything about its design, its vibe, just screamed bachelor luxury. Total mismatch.
Exactly. And the shift, the repositioning was dramatic. It underlines everything we've said. They completely changed the staging,
Right.
ditched the family stuff for something much sleeker, added cool bar seating, set up a sophisticated kind of cigar lounge area. And for the photos, they put a gleaming Porsche 911 right in the driveway, an undeniable visual cue.
Can't miss that.
Right. And the result of that targeted approach, sold. 11 days, all cash.
11 days.
Buyer flew in from New York, walked through once, wired the funds same day, boom.
What an incredible story. And just such a clear example. The lesson is so powerful, isn't it? What changed? They stopped talking to everyone. And they
Yes.
start talking laser-focused to the right one.
That precise intentionality, it's everything at this level.
So what does this all mean for you listening? Whether you're in real estate or, frankly, any high-end market.
Yeah.
If you want to attract that high-end buyer, your checklist needs to be crystal clear. It means speaking their aspirational language, framing their desired lifestyle meticulously, marketing like it's a multi-million-dollar ad campaign, because to them, that's the level of expectation. And maybe most importantly, making sure your whole approach gets the difference between just a nice house and a true high-value product, something that aligns perfectly with their identity.
Yeah, and this raises a really important question, I think, for all of us, whatever our field. In this world just saturated with information, endless options, how do you make sure your strategy isn't just visible? How do you make it truly resonant, truly exclusive, cutting through all that noise to reach the one person who genuinely values what you offer?
So consider this as you go about your week. In any market, whatever your product or service, what's the true brand of what you're offering? And are you really meticulously tailoring your message, your presentation, to that specific person who gets it, who values its emotional worth, its status, or are you just, casting a wide net and hoping for the best? Definitely something worth pondering.